Welcome back to Agricultural Secrets. Each year, the world produces more than 2.5 billion pounds of pistachios, tiny nuts that quietly fuel a multi-billion-dollar global industry. From supermarket shelves to luxury desserts, pistachios appear simple and familiar. Yet behind their pale shells lies a story shaped by sunlight, wind patience, and decades of agricultural science. This is not fast food. This is not chance. Pistachios are born in some of the driest, most unforgiving landscapes on Earth, where water is scarce. Temperatures are extreme, and timing decides everything. Every split shell is the result of human instinct, guided by technology and years of care that most consumers never see. This is the remarkable journey of pistachios from sun-scorched land to global markets. Every pistachio begins long before orchards appear. It starts as a seed soaked carefully to soften its shell and awaken life inside. This step is quiet, deliberate, and essential. Once prepared, the sprout is placed downward into soil, lightly covered, and gently watered. This is the most fragile moment in the pistachio's life. Before planting season arrives, fields are meticulously prepared. Soil is deeply tilled. Weeds are removed. Aged manure enriched with potassium and organic matter is incorporated to improve structure and fertility. Each clump of soil is turned and left to bask under sun and wind, as if awakening from a long sleep. Young pistachio trees are planted in early spring, spaced 15 to 20 feet apart. This distance is not accidental. It allows roots to spread freely and ensures future canopies receive full sunlight, a critical factor for nut development. During the first 7 to 10 years, pistachio trees produce no fruit. Only leaves and branches grow. Full commercial production may not begin until year 15. This long wait tests patience. Some years bring heavy yields, others bring almost none. Pistachios are naturally alternate bearers, abundance followed by scarcity. Every morning, growers walk their orchards reading the soil and leaves like a language learned over decades. Drip irrigation systems deliver water directly to the roots, conserving every drop. Compost enriches the soil, while pruning machines move through the rows in winter, removing tangled branches and opening the canopy to light. This is not automation replacing care. It is technology extending human attention. As summer reaches its peak and the intense heat of pistachio-growing regions begins to soften, the orchard enters its most critical phase. Subtle signs appear first. The outer hull loosens. The shell inside splits naturally with a faint crack, the unmistakable signal that harvest season has arrived. Timing is everything. If harvesting begins too early, the nuts lack flavor and proper kernel development. If delayed even a few days, unexpected rain or rising humidity can stain the shells. Encourage mold growth and drastically reduce market value. For pistachios, moisture is the greatest enemy once the shells begin to open. Modern orchards rely on constant monitoring. Farmers test moisture levels, inspect shell splits, and track weather forecasts hour by hour. When the moment is right, there is no hesitation. Harvest must begin immediately. Specialized harvesting machines move steadily down the orchard rows. Hydraulic arms clamp gently around each tree trunk and apply carefully calibrated vibrations. Within seconds, ripe pistachios cascade from the branches like rainfall landing on large collection tarps spread beneath the canopy. The force is precise, strong enough to release mature nuts, yet gentle enough to leave branches intact for future seasons. This method allows entire orchards to be harvested rapidly, often within days, reducing the risk of exposure to moisture and heat. Speed is not about convenience, it is about preservation. Once pistachios fall, they begin to degrade. Natural sugars and oils can attract fungi and bacteria if not processed quickly. Conveyor systems immediately sweep the nuts from the tarps into bins, keeping them off the ground and minimizing contamination. With each pass, the orchard floor is cleared, trees stand unharmed, and the harvest moves forward with remarkable efficiency. Although machines have replaced much of the manual labor, harvesting pistachios remains a delicate balance of science and judgment. Operators adjust shaking intensity based on tree age, crop density, and moisture conditions. Behind every mechanical movement is human decision-making. Harvesting pistachios is not simply collecting a crop. It is a carefully timed race against nature, against rain, humidity, and decay, where every hour matters and precision determines quality. At the processing plant, the pace accelerates. Pistachios are poured into intake chutes and immediately enter pre-sorting systems. Rotating drums separate naturally split nuts from unopened ones. Only split shells qualify for premium export markets. Next comes water grading. Nuts pass through flotation tanks where unfit or empty shells rise and are removed. Quality pistachios sink, continuing forward. Drying is the most critical step. Hot air chambers reduce moisture rapidly, but temperatures are carefully controlled. Too hot and natural oils are damaged. Too cool and shelf life suffers. Under bright inspection lights, workers and optical scanners examine color cleanliness and shell integrity. In advanced facilities, laser systems detect microscopic cracks invisible to the human eye. Approved pistachios are vacuum-sealed, packaged, and prepared for global shipment. Cleanliness, humidity, and temperature are monitored at every stage. This is not mass processing, it is precision choreography. Beyond whole nuts, pistachios enter extraction lines where their value multiplies. Shelled kernels are ground and pressed using cold-press screw machines. Low pressure and low temperature preserve the pistachio's natural green color and rich aroma. Clear drops of oil fall slowly, carrying concentrated flavor and nutrients. The remaining pulp is dried and milled into fine flour used in baked goods, ice cream, protein blends, and specialty foods. Even the skins are repurposed for extracts and natural pigments. Pistachio extracts used in supplements, cosmetics, and gourmet products represent the final distillation of this long journey. From seed to essence, nothing is wasted. Machines may dominate the field, but pistachio farming remains deeply human. Every decision, when to water, when to prune, when to harvest, is shaped by experience, passed down across generations. Farmers invest decades into orchards they may never see at peak production. The high price of pistachios is not excess, it is earned time. It reflects patience, risk, and care across years of unpredictable weather and fluctuating yields. Behind every bag of pistachios is a quiet partnership between human knowledge and natural limits. The true value of a pistachio is not its split shell or green hue. It is the story behind it. A story of dry land transformed by precision irrigation, of waiting years before the first harvest, of technology serving nature, not replacing it. The next time a pistachio shell opens in your hand, remember, that crack is not random. It is the sound of time, care, and human dedication finally paying off.